gum. That's how nervous I am right now. God, another year, and I'm up here, and I'm super nervous. But Ronnie's awesome. How about Ronnie, guys? Amazing. And thank you, Ronnie, for staying in the back with me because I was super nervous. I was crying. Before this, I went into the bathroom and I puked. Being honest. My life journey. You guys want the truth? Yes! Okay, I'm gonna go raw. Raw on this.
Go for it!
My family. So look. My family is my core. And everything started from my core.
That's the word of the weekend.
Yeah. You want it raw. Sorry, Mom.
Tulane loves you.
I blanked. There's a reason why I'm like this. There's a reason why my mom raised us very well. Both my parents, my mom and my dad. My parents are from Korea. My mom's from North Korea. My dad's from South Korea. And they went through a lot of struggles to get to where they are now. Robbie, how do you work this? Green. Okay. By the way, this was like, we had to grab all the pictures from Facebook real quick because I don't know what happened to my emails and they didn't get it, so bear with me. But my family is everything to me, and seeing my mom and dad really struggle, how they started, is who we are today. That's me. You can't quit. The first year. I got on the product because of my brother. I was going through a lot of struggles at the time. I was going through a lot of pain. I was going through a lot of darkness. I was hanging around with the wrong crowd. I was definitely hanging around with the wrong crowd. That inspirational video before Lenny Pan, I was bawling because it was my journey. It was exactly me, where I heard negative things constantly, where it was like, you can't do that, like, if you don't graduate, you can't do anything. Well, prove that wrong, huh? I never thought that in my life that I would be standing in front of you guys talking about my life journey. I never thought that I would be traveling around the world. Well, around the States. Not yet the world. Soon. But I definitely was, I was in a very dark place. I'm a nightclub promoter, used to be. And I promoted for over 10 years. And I hung around with a lot of people that did drugs. I hung around with a lot of people that partied a lot, that didn't really think about anything but partying. And that was me. I was just all about having fun. I didn't take anything seriously. I was just living life. And throughout all those times, my mom really, really pushed me to try to study hard, to focus on schoolwork. She said, you know, go to school, get good grades, and become your own boss. You have to own your own business. She always told us that. But she always definitely wanted us to go to school, get good grades, go to college. Ever since we were little, I remember she hired a tutor for me, and he was such a jerk. Every time I didn't do my homework, he would make me stand against the wall, and I would have to do this. So if you can imagine, I was always at that wall. And he was going to college, and he was getting his doctorate degree. So he was like this smart, Korean guy, you know, going to UH. And he was every time I see him, I'd be like, oh God, it's him again. And I was so scared, but at the same time, I was really rebellious, and I was just looking at him like, oh. And I remember him just coming up, and he goes, did you do your homework? And I was like, no. And he goes, get to the wall. And it was so junk because I remember when my hands, I would get lazy or I would try to be sneaky. You know, that sneaky guy just go like this, where and then you do this after a while, kind of pause, and then he comes and go like this. That was me, and then one time he caught me, and he actually got the ruler, and he went, and I was like, oh, I hate you. But sorry, off track. Sorry, ADD, by the way. But he definitely, he put that in my head where if I didn't have that discipline, if I didn't focus, then I would get lickings. Oh, sorry. That I would get like beat up, basically. Sorry, that's what that meant. Sorry, that was kidding. And I was scared of that. And constantly, it was, you know, I just didn't like school. I couldn't concentrate. I had a hard time. And so my mom hired this guy every single day. Like, we'd have him, you know, me and my brother, but Gene was no problem, just kind of gave him that extra, you know. But for me, it was a very hard thing to do. And after that, I remember I failed it, like the 5th grade, I failed it, I flunked it. And my mom was like, oh, she took me out of private school, put me in public school, because she thought, okay, this is going to be easier for you. No. I started getting more rebellious. I started hanging around the wrong crowd. And I remember, like, I would just always, ever since I was little, I always wanted to hang out with my brother. I always wanted to just be around him. Sorry, I'm going to tell you guys one story. I remember, and this is how great my brother is. I remember my parents bought us 2 GT bikes. This is in the 80s. I'm sorry, Gina, I'm going to talk about my bikes. But I had a purple bike, and this is when the GT bikes were super popular, and you had the left and the front brake. And I was like, oh, I don't know which one it is. And I remember he had the hot pink bike. What Gene always says, he goes, hey, hot pink was in the 80s. And to be honest, it was. Because everybody, he would ride down and everybody goes, oh, Gene, your bike is cool. And I'm like, what? Hot pink? Anyways, my parents bought that bike for us, and I remember, I wanted the exact same bike as my brother. Everything, exact same clothes as my brother, exact same shoes as my brother. He played G.I. Joes, I played G.I. Joes. Barbie doll, I cut the hair. But he definitely was, you know, he was definitely somebody that I really looked up to, you know. And I remember we went up to Coloma Valley, and there was like this hill that was going up, and he goes, hey, let's go down the hill. And I was like, okay, let's go. But I was so scared, and I was like, okay, Gene, okay, let's go. But I wanted to show him that I could do it with him. And so we went, we came down, and he goes, don't forget, right brake is the back brake. I was like, okay. Gene! And he's like, I remember the bike was all tangled in my legs. And I had this huge gash. And I sat there and I was so scared because I didn't want him to tell my mom because I knew that my mom was going to freak out and she was going to take our bikes away. So I was like, don't tell mom, don't tell mom. And he goes, no, don't worry. And I remember check this. I remember we walked our bikes all the way home. And because we used to live next to his best friend's house. And he goes, let's park over here so mom doesn't see us. It's so cute. I sat on the steps and then he went across the street. And him being the Boy Scout went over to my mom's house. Oh my God, my boogers are coming out. He went over to our house and he picked up all like the clean stuff. Came over and he picked everything up and I didn't cry. I remember just watching him just like, oh, he's taking care of me. Like an older brother, you know? That stuck with me. Stuck with me to this day. Because every single time when I have my darkest days, he knows. And when I started the Better Body System, I remember I was locking myself in the room because I was so depressed. I remember every single time, like, he would come, he knew, I know he knew, and he would come knock on the door. Actually, he doesn't knock. He just does this. Hey, what's up, Brooks? You alright? Okay. Every time. But that's his way, and that's tough love. And that's his way of checking up on me to see if I'm okay. And then he'll also do the, you want to go check out a movie? Because he knows we're all about movies. And I'd be like, no, it's okay, I'm okay. He goes, okay. All right. He walks away. But that one time when I told him, and I walked up to him and I said, Gene, I need your help. And for us, being Asian, we hide everything. It's like a pride thing. Asian pride. And when I told him, I said I needed help, it took a lot. You know what I mean? And for him to just go, okay, get on your own. He goes, you know, the Better Body System came out, you know, a 30-day kid, and you know, 7 to 15 pounds. My sister. I jumped on it, and when he told me that you were 7 to 15 pounds, I was like, okay, I'm in, because I was fat. I was unhealthy. I was really unhealthy. And I was a 2-pack smoker a day. You know, from the nightclub scene, you know, all you do is just party. I didn't drink, not that much, but I partied other ways. So I'm wrong with that. you know, your sister would be so good at this. I didn't believe him. I was like, no. But I took that lead, and I trusted them. And my belief after getting on the system, after I lost 12 pounds with no exercise, because I was lazy. After that, that's what built my confidence and my belief. After that, that's what I started promoting, something that I knew, something that I was comfortable with. After that, that's just our boy too. That's my family right there. Yeah. And I owe it a lot to them. That's my mom's daughter. They're my why. There's a reason why I do this. There's a reason why all the founders, everybody, every one of you guys are here today because you all have a why. There's somebody here that you love. There's somebody here that you care about. There's somebody here that you know that needs this product. Truth. Why not share it? Why not help them? I don't know. Can help my mom and dad. If I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be. Mama, Papa, I love you. And to that high school counselor that told me that. Which is so funny because Robbie said it at the dinner. The diamond dinner, he said, Ruby found her counselor. Yeah. Because the longest time I didn't know where he, like I forgot his name, because I remember his first name, because I was so bad, I called him by his first name. And my friend goes, I was like, do you know what our outreach counselor's name was? Because there was like about 10 of us, and he all told us, oh, you should just drop out. We were so close to graduating, and all we needed was a couple more credits. And I remember I sat there with my mom and dad, and we sat there and said, what else can we do? You know, can I go take after school classes or what? And he goes, you know what, you're almost 18, so you might as well just drop out. That's what he told me. Ever since then, I've always had a chip on my shoulder. Ever since then, I've always had that in my head where I couldn't do it any better. And I couldn't finish anything until I met Yoli. So with that, I just want to end my story with thank you, Yoli. Thank you, founders. Thank you to each one of you guys for changing my life, changing my life journey. So thank you. Well, actually, three minutes. I know I get a couple of minutes. That red day. My big brother. But I love you with all my heart, Jane. Thank you. Oh my God, my mentors. Hinao, Dr. Mike, Roddy. Oh my God, Daniel. Every one of you guys. I love you guys all. So thank you.